Click that like and subscribe button and go sign up on superchargedstocks.com and let's keep you notified. Good morning, everyone. It's Andrew, Supercharged Stocks. Listen, I warned you. I said, pay attention. You got to look at Goliath here. We've got Roger Rosmus on, who is the president and CEO of Goliath Resources. And since the last video, a ton has happened, a ton is developing. You've got your permitting, and people are just coiled and ready to see what's going to happen this summer. Take it away, Roger.
Great, thanks. Yeah, good point, Andrew. Last I just looked, it was like, I guess November, we came up with the first channel cuts or results from our gold digger property up in the Golden Triangle, just southeast of Stewart, British Columbia, next door to the, Fury Gold's Homestake Ridge deposit and Dolly Varden's silver mine as well. So they should have listened. I guess, the stock was at 18 cents. Yeah. At the time, and since then it ran up to 94 cents. So if someone would have invested $1,000, they would be, the account would be at $5,000. I mean, we've come on a little bit now, but still it's kind of like a 4x on their investment at this particular juncture. And by no means, have we hit the top? I think, drilling is just around the corner here. As you mentioned, we just got our drilling permit and a 5-year drilling permit for actually 49 pads for the next while. So we're covered off. Just a quick summary of what has happened since we last spoke. Why that's been such a trajectory on the share price, in my opinion, was some people actually did do the math, did do the due diligence, and ultimately we attracted Crescat Capital, a resource fund based out of Colorado, who is exclusively advised by Dr. Quinton Henning, who's a world-renowned geologist, and he has a really hot hand at the moment. And they came in, in December. They took about a 10.3% stake in the company, and are able to, maintain whatever interest level they have at the current time of any future financings to maintain that position. After the the first set of results, we came up with 15 meters of just over 13 grams per ton gold equivalent. Essentially, so what we've got is, just as I said, we've got this 1,000 meters of strike, 500 meters of vertical relief, and essentially that's now average width of this shear zone exposed at surface is just under 10 meters. Grading on average just under 11 grams gold equivalent. So in real gold terms, it's about 7.6 grams per ton gold equivalent. This is on our YouTube channel and our homepage, so people can go and check it out when they've got some time. Yeah, so here's this one channel, again, 15 meters, just over 13 grams per ton gold equivalent. And just to remind folks, we did channel cut all the way down the side of this mountain as best as we could. And, we've come up with add this average grade, an average width. We believe that is a kind of a good, true sort of demonstration of the disseminated mineralization across the structure. We also have 1,000 meters of strike down the back side of the mountain as well. So we've got with Quinton Henning and his team, we put together a model of what we believe is below the surface. So we're looking at building 14 pads, and with the idea of trying to intersect this body, how we're projecting it across from point to point, seeing it exposed at surface. We'll be testing that at depth, and obviously for mineralization. From that, again, trying to get some pierce points to demonstrate that yes, this is one contiguous body. So we just put up the news the other day on the drill permit, and we'll be kicking off the guys will be mobilized here fairly shortly, as I mentioned in the news release.
But you've got a price level now, because someone would ask me, listen, is it too early for me to get in? It's absolutely not. This thing, when people pay attention to it and they know that's very cyclical up north in BC, that all the drilling is going on. When they remind themselves as to what they're looking at here, I think people will be very excited. I just want to remind people that like when they hear some numbers like 50,000 meter drill program, 100,000 meter drill program, 5,000 meters over this area is actually quite a bit, because like you said, this is at surface. So this isn't we're having to drill down 700 meters and then hit some stringy stuff down lower. This is at surface, a big chunk here. So this is 5,000 meters is quite a bit, and you've got 14 angles or 14 pads of approach. It's going to give you a very good set of data points, to say the least. Yeah,
we're going to be setting up these pads just right off the side of the shear structure. I mean, this one here, a 10-meter channel. 10-meter channel across this huge structure. So literally, the pads are going to be just offset right here. So tell me that we're going to miss this. I highly doubt it. The question is obviously what's the grade going to be at depth, and what sort of intercept that we'll be encountering. And then here's this 15 meter. So 15 meter wide channel. Over 13 grams. Again, the drill is just going to be offset. We're going to be drilling right into this thing. So the question is how are you going to miss? Pretty low probability, but Mother Nature can throw you some curveballs. But we're pretty confident that we can be seeing some pretty interesting numbers and some pretty interesting intercepts this fall, or this season. Pardon me. Now the Cloud 9 is another shear zone that we're seeing. We weren't really able to test it last year because of the snow cover. So while the drilling is going on here, we will be doing some extensive channel cutting and trying to find out what exactly is going on. I mean, we're kind of cutting this thing off right here because we can see it on the other sides, but that's not to say that it may continue on all the way down the mountainside. So I quote, Quentin Henning, he did some math. There's a video of him with actually Crescat Capital when they first put the money in. It's on their YouTube channel, but he used an average width of 4 meters only. And his numbers were roughly potential to be 2 million ounces of gold equivalent. The idea is to demonstrate that it does have the potential to have, X amount of ounces gold equivalent by the end of the season. So I think the program lined up for this year should be pretty telltale, and certainly with the program we have lined up for this year. And if you watch the Crescat videos, I mean, not you, but any of the general viewers here, you can see everyone I've seen with Quentin Henning talking, he noticeably changes and gets excited. Oh yeah,
actually, he's very excited about this.
Last but not least, more recently, Eric Sprott came into the company. He took a toehold. He owns about just over 8% of the company at the moment. And you and I talked back in November. I want to go back to this. That what we needed was really third-party validation from the technical community. So at this point, we ticked all the boxes. It's kind of, we got that trizactor here with obviously Crescat, Dr. Henning, and now Eric Sprott
as well
in the stable as well. And so we're pretty happy. We're extremely capitalized well. Drill program is fully funded and then some. And so I think we're sitting in a really good position right now. And again, I think from an entry point of view, the stock has come off down to whatever, trading at 67, 68 cents. Still pretty undervalued and compared to, if you look to, what happened to SK Creek last year, from 20 cents. Now that's at about a $300 million market cap. You've got, Ascot it's done extremely well. AMX Resources from, literally 20, 50 cents. Now that's at about a, $300 million market cap. And then I think Great Bear as well, which I think you've been on for the last 3 years. I mean, that was like a 20-cent stock. Now it's like $16 and $16, what, a $700 million market cap. So people are definitely still paying up for new discoveries. So I think what we're seeing now is just the tip of the iceberg. Like a really good opportunity for folks that you're looking to add, or even start to take a position in Goliath.
Once people are reminded of what is happening here, and I try not to pick on other companies or compare too much, but the situation lining up, it looks really attractive here. So I think when people are reminded of it again and they take a look and they go, oh yeah, okay, hold on, this looks exciting. This has, this is at surface. This thing could be a monster. That's the story that captures everyone's imagination. And once we remind them, I suspect the stock is going to pull up. And my job is to let people know, listen, this is one you need to pay attention to. There's going to be so much drilling happening up in this region. People are paying attention to mining. This is a good thing. But I would just want to remind everyone, you got the third-party validation. You've got Crescat in the meantime, since we last chatted. You've got Eric Sprott in. You've got the permits all lined up, and you're ready to go. This is what people have been waiting for, and it's time to do the work on the ground. So we're pretty pumped. Perfect. Well, thanks so much, Roger. I know you've been talking to a lot of people, and we look forward to all the news that comes out. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people paying attention this summer.
Great. Well, thanks so much.
Thanks so much. Take
Appreciate
care.
it.
Click that like and subscribe button, and go sign up on superchargedstocks.com, and let's keep you notified.